lateral now. Now, I made a mistake here. I should have done that A to P on this side of the film. And I'm going to show you why. Because what I want to do is turn this cassette 90 degrees, and if I had done the view on this side, then this part of the film would be closer to here. So does that make sense to you? So I want to try to keep the patient as comfortable as I can. So I'm going to pretend I did this correctly. And I did the A to P on this side. So we're going to do the lateral on this side of the film. Now, epicondyles, or the condyle, should be perpendicular this time. So you can't really get a true lateral by extending the patient's arm. Because if the lower part of the forearm is lateral, then the proximal end of it is not lateral. If the proximal end is lateral, the distal end is not lateral. So in order to get a true lateral, you have to flex the elbow 90 degrees. Okay? Do this one. Now, I'm still going to visualize the distal, radius, and ulna. Before I do that, though, let me prepare my space. I want to show you a little trick here. I've already got my collimation for that half of the film. So this is the lazy way to do it. I just turned the collimator. Now, that's not a practical thing to do, but I wanted to show you that feature because it's not as critical when we're doing upper extremities, because it's easy to move the patient or move the part that you're imaging around. But when we get in the lower extremities, that's going to be a very helpful feature right there, because it's not as easy to move the patient around, or the lower extremities, as it is the upper extremities. So it's going to be helpful. You don't have to do that. There's a little, I just want to show you how I did it, though. There's a screw up here, and I just loosen that screw. That's what keeps the collimator from moving. And I just loosened it and turned, just put my hands on the collimator and turn it. That's all you do. That screw is not what holds the collimator on, by the way. If the screw came out in your hand, the collimator won't fall off. It's simply there to keep the collimator in whatever position you put it. Okay. So I'm going to go back to what I should do here. I have to tell you, not all collimators have that feature. In the clinic, in the room that you'd be doing extremities, that piece of equipment over there does everything. Because you can't move this collimator back and forth here. Over there you can move the collimator. This whole unit will swing around. Everything moves over there. All right, so let's do the lateral once again. Now I'm going to position so that the wrist, the distal end, what I use is the styloid of the radius. That's my guideline because it's the easy structure to find. And you want it about 1.5 inches from the edge of the film. You're going to use every bit of this field, by the way. Just collimate down half of that cassette, and don't collimate any tighter. Unless you have a child, you're going to need every bit of that film half. Okay? Any questions about the forearm?
What's the collimation using?
Just you're dividing the cassette in half, and you just have 4 little tiny borders of collimation, and just leave it. Alrighty, now, if you wanted to see both joints, if there was a